So good morning students. So relative density, what is relative density? That's things already you learned. So relative density is the ratio of the density of the substance to the density of water at 4 degrees centigrade. So that things you already learned. So it is now is the important things is that relative density bottle. So what is relative density bottle? So relative density of a liquid can be determined by using this special type of bottle called relative density bottle. This bottle is also called specific gravity bottle. Okay, so the relative density bottle, you see this is a small glass bottle with a stopper. This is a stopper having a fine capillary tube. So you see this, here is a fine capillary tube. So it has a fixed capacity which is generally marked on the wall of this bottle. So it has exactly a fixed capacity which is generally marked on the wall of the bottle. When the bottle is completely filled with a liquid and the stopper is inserted, the excess liquid is rise up through this capillary tube, okay, and drains out. Okay, this ensures that the bottle always contains a fixed volume of any liquid filled in it. It can be used to determine the density of the liquid. Okay, so this is a special type of a bottle to find out the relative density. So that's why it is called the relative density bottle, or it is called a specific gravity bottle. Okay, so let's see that activity number 4, to determine the density of a liquid using a relative density bottle. So how can you find out, students, the density of a liquid using a relative density bottle? So already you learned here. So if you know the relative density of any substance, that we can find out the density. Okay, so for doing this experiment, we require the relative density bottle, an unknown liquid. Here actually we are taking a alcohol or kerosene or brain water, or any of this liquid you can take, and physical balance and distilled water. So at first you wash the RD bottle, means relative density bottle, with distilled water and dry it well. Then second step is the insert the stopper and find its mass using the balance. So at first you have to wash the relative density bottle by using a distilled water and dry it well, and then you insert the stopper and find out the mass of this empty bottle. Okay, so after find out the empty bottle, so you suppose you take that mass of this empty RD bottle is M1, and now you fill the bottle with distilled water, insert the stopper, and some water will drain out. So because we know that in relative density bottle there have a specific capacity or fixed capacity, so that's why the extra or excess water is always drained out through this capillary tube. Okay, so fill the bottle with distilled water, insert the stopper, some water will drain out through the stopper to dry the bottle well from outside. Okay, then you find out the mass of that bottle filled with the distilled water. Okay, so at first the empty bottle mass is M1. After that we will use that physical balance to find out that mass of the bottle plus distilled water. So then you will get that mass is, suppose, is M2. Now you that mass of the bottle plus liquid, you put any unknown liquid, or you can take alcohol to find out that mass of the, so M3. So if you M2 minus M1, if you do it, then you will get the distilled water, mass of the distilled water. So mass of that distilled water is equal to M2 minus M1, because empty bottle's mass already you know. So if you subtract M1 from M2, then you will get mass of the distilled water. Then you have next step is the mass of liquid. So how can you mass of the liquid you find out? So mass of the bottle plus liquid is mass already you know, M3. So if you subtract M1 from M3, then you will get mass of the liquid. So M3 minus M1 is equal to mass of the liquid. Now as the volume of both the liquid and water are same, then we can use this formula. So second formula of that relative density, the ratio of the mass of the substance of a certain volume to the mass of that same volume of water at 4 degrees centigrade. So you see here M3 minus M1, so this is the mass of that liquid and this is the mass of the water at 4 degrees centigrade. So you see here M3 minus M1 divided by M2 minus M1, then you will get density of the liquid when we multiply it with 1 gram per centimeter cube. So this is the relative density. Relative density is the ratio of the same physical quantity, that's why it has no unit. So when you will get this result and then we multiply it with this 1 gram per centimeter cube, so second formula is this one. So after getting the relative density, then we will multiply it with 1 gram per centimeter cube, then we will get the density of that substance. So density of the substance is liquid is equal to m3 minus m1, means relative density of the liquid into 1 gram per centimeter cube. So what is the conclusion? The density of a liquid can be determined with the help of a relative density bottle. So at first you have to find out the relative density of the liquid, then you will multiply it with 1 gram per centimeter cube, then you will get the density of the liquid like this way. Okay, so this is the way to find out that density of liquid with the help of a relative density bottle. Okay, so now is the question, example number 4. An empty RD bottle has a mass of 25.25 gram. 25.25 gram. When filled with water, the bottle has a mass. So see this is a empty bottle mass, so it is m1, and this is after filled the water, the bottle has a mass is 55.75 gram. So this mass is the m2, and 45.50 gram when filled with alcohol. So you see here mass of the empty bottle is m1 is equal to 25.525 gram. Then mass of the RD bottle filled with water is m2 is equal to 55.75 gram, and mass of the RD bottle with alcohol is m3 is equal to 45.50 gram. So whatever discuss I here students, this activity, this same type of question is given here. So mass of the water is equal to, when you subtract this m1 from m2, then you will get the mass of water. So 55.75 minus 25.25 gram, so 30.50 gram. So as the density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube, so the volume of water in the bottle is 30.50 centimeter cube. Okay, because if their mass is this mass and density of water this mass, so volume of water will be 30.50 gram, because density is equal to mass per unit volume. So when you will density is equal to mass per unit volume, so volume is equal to mass divided by density, then you will get this value. This means that the volume of a bottle is certain. So if that in that volume of water in the bottle is this mass, so that much capacity is that, or that much the volume of the bottle is this. So both are same things. So mass of alcohol is equal to m3 minus m1, so 45.50 minus 25.50 gram, so means 20.25 gram. So relative density of alcohol is equal to m3 minus m1, so divided by m2 minus m1. So with relative density of alcohol is equal to mass of the is ratio of the mass of the alcohol at the certain volume to that mass of the water of the same volume at 40 degrees centigrade. So you use this formula, you will get 0.66. So thus the relative density of alcohol is equal to is 0.66. So the density of alcohol is equal to relative density of alcohol into density of water. So 0.66 into 1 gram per centimeter cube, so means 0.66 gram per centimeter cube. So the density of alcohol is equal is 0.66 gram per centimeter cube. So like this you have to solve this problem. So for this you have to remember those formula. So how can you find out the relative density of the liquid? Then you have to find out the density of the liquid. So you have to memorize this formula, then easily you can solve this type of problem. Okay, so in here I am given some solved problem. You please solve it, and in my next video I will discuss about, see here students, here some given some problems I already solved here. So you please practice it. In my next video I will discuss about some more numerical problems. Okay, and do this is your homework, you please do this. And in my next video I will discuss about that hydrometer and the density of that different states of states and flotation, shrinking and application of flotation. So those things I will discuss in my next video. Okay, thank you students, bye.